Hello.
Yes, everyone. Good afternoon once again, or good morning, if whichever you are situated right now. So today, as I was saying earlier, we are going to have our HKIMO warm up round or warm up session. This is like your math exam for the upcoming HKIMO 2022 final round competition. Are you guys ready? Oh, I can see familiar faces as well here and new faces as well. So I was told that there would be this is like a combination of our HKIMO participants all over the world. So this is quite like a big class today. So the questions here are the same with the questions that you guys reviewed last time. If you attended your 3 review sessions for the HKIMO final. This one is like the final and the very last review that you will have before the final competition. So I hope you guys also answered the class marker, okay? So if you have questions as well as if you have, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that. There was no class marker for this session, but the questions here are actually the same and like a summary of all the previous review sessions that you had for the HKIMO final round, okay? So I am very sure that most of you are familiar with the following questions that we're going to discuss. So few reminders before we start our class. If you have questions, feel free to chat that on the chat box, or if you have clarifications rather. And also, please keep your microphones off, all right, so that you will not hear any unnecessary noises in the background and you can hear the discussion very well. So that's so much to do. Let's try to start answering these questions. The concept are just the same. Also, the topics, you will have the logical thinking, the arithmetic, the number theory, the geometry, as well as the combinatorics part. So this question or this review will be composing of 30 questions, okay? So without so much ado, let's try to answer question number 1. So let me check. Can you guys hear me? You can do a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, can you do a thumbs up, everyone? If you can hear teacher. Okay, by the way, I'm teacher Bell.
Yes.
Thank you so much for answering.
Friday.
Okay, so if yesterday was a Wednesday, which day of the week will tomorrow be? How are you going to answer this question? What is the answer? If yesterday was Wednesday, which day of the week will tomorrow be? The answer is, who can answer?
Friday. Friday.
Friday. Why Friday?
Friday.
Okay. Yes, very good. It's a Friday because what was stated here is the date or the day for yesterday. So it's yesterday. And then another day that is being stated here is like or being asked here is tomorrow. But we don't know what day is the present day or today. So obviously, if yesterday was a Wednesday, then it means today is a Thursday, right? Because if today is Thursday, then yesterday was a Wednesday. So that makes the statement correct. Therefore, if today is a Thursday, then it also means that if you have to identify or if you have to name what day would be tomorrow, then that means it's a Friday because Wednesday, Thursday, and followed by the Friday. So therefore, the correct answer for this question is a Friday. So you have to be familiar with the dates and the sequence of the dates or the days in each of the week, okay? Because that is a cycle. You have a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So very good, everyone. You don't need to open your microphones if you want to answer, okay? You can type that on the chat box since you are allowed to chat. So you can also do that. How about question number 2? Let's try to check if you can answer this one. According to the pattern shown below, what is the number in the blank? What do you think would be the number after 4 given this kind of pattern? You have 1, 8, 3, 6, 5, and 4. What do you think is the pattern? What is the pattern here?
I 7.
7. Why 7?
I think the answer is 7.
Why 7 is because in this pattern, or in this series of numbers, there are two. There are actually two existing patterns wherein it is alternating. I think your answer is correct. It's gonna be 7. Why? Because the pattern here doesn't exist within the consecutive numbers. For example, if you say 1, 8, 3, and 6, if you try to look at that numbers, they're very random, right? Where it cannot see any pattern. But if you look at the numbers that are after one another, for example, 1, and then you skip the 8, you'll go directly to 3. And then you have the 4 as well here. So this is actually, if you try to look at the numbers here, they're quite close to each other as well, right? How about this? 8, 6, 7. So for this one, they're also close to each other, or they're like consecutive numbers. So the pattern are actually yes, 1, 3, 5, 7. Also, I'm sorry, I forgot the 7 here. 1, 3, 5, 7, which are what kind of numbers? They are odd numbers, right? 1, 3, 5, and 7. They are odd numbers. While you have also here the even numbers, the 8, the 6, and the 4. So definitely here there would be a 2 if there's like another blank here. But since you only have one blank, so you have to supply that, and the answer would be 7 because these are what they call this. These are the odd numbers in proper order as well in the counting system or counting numbers. So 1, 3, 5, and 7. That is correct. Very good. Okay. While also on the other hand, you have this, which are not consecutive. When you say not consecutive, they are alternate to each other. So there are two existing patterns here, and that makes your answer correct. Very good. Very good, everyone. Okay, how about number 3? Let's see here. Eric is a 9-year-old guy or boy. His father is 25 years older than him. How old is father? Okay, how are you going to answer this one? 34. Okay, I can see answers like 34 here. Okay, let's see if that is the correct answer. Okay, how do you answer this one? First, the age of the child or the son, which is Eric, is already given here, right? You have 9. So it's stated
34.
already. Yes. And then his father is 25 years older than him, older than Eric. So if Eric is 9 and his father is 25 years older than him, all you have to do to get the age of the father is to add the 25 to the 9 because this is his age and this is the age gap or the difference between their ages. And for us to identify the age of the father, all you have to do is to add these two values. So 25 plus 9, this is 5 plus 9, that is 14. 14, 13, 14. Okay. And bring down the 4 and then carry the 1. So you have 1 plus 2, that is 33. 34. So therefore, this is
34.
now the age of the father. And this should be your answer in this question. Okay? Very good, everyone. How about this question? Let's see. Okay, another pattern. According to the following pattern below, shown here, what is the number in the blank? Okay, you have 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. What do you think should be here in the blank, given this kind of pattern? Who can answer? Does someone wants to answer here? You guys, if you have, you can actually raise your hand if you want.
13.
What is the answer? It's 13. Why 13? Why 13? It's because all you have to do, kindly mute your mics, everyone, please. Okay, so that you can hear me if I'm talking, or yeah, you can hear me clearly. If you are not muting yourself, then all of us are gonna be like our voices will overlap each other. Okay, so thank you so much for that. Again, why should we put the 13 here? It's because the pattern here is just you have to add the previous number to the next number in order to get the next number also in the sequence. For example, this you started with 1, so of course you will not add anything to that, then you have to copy this one. This is like a Fibonacci sequence. So for example, this 1 plus 1, if you add this 2, then you have 2, right? 1 plus 1, that is 2. So that's why you have the 2. Next, 1 plus 2. The pattern is you have to constantly find the sum or add the last or the previous 2 consecutive numbers to get the next number. So 2 plus 1 or 1 plus 2, that is 3. And then next you have 2 plus 3, that is 5. So that's why you have the 5 here. And then 3 plus 5, that is 8. So that's why you have the 8. And then after that, since we have to get the value here in the blank, all we have to do again is to add the last or the previous 2 consecutive numbers. 5 plus 8, that is 13. So therefore, the correct value here or answer here in the blank should be a 13. All right? Very good, everyone. Let's now proceed to the next question. How about this? Okay. According to the pattern shown below, how many of this figure, it's like a circle with a divided inside, are there in the 5th group? Okay, how many do you think? The first, this is your like first group, second group, this is third group, okay? How many do you think would there be in the third group given this kind of pattern? 8, why 8? Heston, do you want to answer? 4. Okay, how about the others? What are your answers? 4, 8, 4. Okay, go on.
He asked for somebody to
Do
join
you
them,
want to answer, Heston? You're raising your hand. Okay, why do you think it's 8? Why should there be an 8 in the 5th
And
group?
They be the
Okay, so for the first group, we only have 1. Yes, that's correct. How about the second? This is the second, okay. The second, there are 4 already. On the third, on the 5th one, how many do you think would there be? It's going to be
It's gonna be 8.
8. Why 8? There should be plus sign every column and arrow. Very good. That is correct also. The column as well as the row would increase in 1 as you increase the number of the group. That is correct. What else do you have to consider there? It's the position also of the shape there. Okay. 5th would be, that's actually correct. There should be 5 here because if you
I'm
try to
asking
draw
them
that,
like somebody to join my class and press the recording because it's not nice to start the class without any recording.
okay, so we'll have this.
But if they leave the breakout room, then the recording would stop.
And then you'll have here. And then
Okay, my bad. Okay, by the way,
1, 2, 3,
before we
4,
start, some
5,
few house rules or classroom rules. First is to mute your mic,
7.
be attentive, and to chat responsibly. So be mindful of your words in the chat box. Also, the topics that you will be discussing.
Okay, the
Discussing,
pattern here is actually,
mindful
I
of
think
that.
this figure is not the one for the fifth group, I think. Yeah, but you are correct with the number of what they call this figure. It should be 8 because why 9? On the first group, you only have 1. On the second, you have 4. On the third one, it's not being like provided here. But what do you think would be the pattern if it looks like
They're
this?
already trying to send somebody to join with that.
Okay, who can share their
And that's
answer? How
somebody
about
would
the
have
Serena? Do you have
to
any
record
idea?
the meeting.
What is the answer for this question?
The host is already in.
8. Why 8?
Because
Because why do you think it's 8?
it was 3:30 right now, and we
It's
haven't
because
started yet. Should we just
why 8 De La Serna? How about Chell? Do you have any idea?
Because we would be late without recording.
How do you get the 8?
It's gonna
Just to share it to everyone.
Like 3:30 night.
Here is 1, and here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here is 8.
Exactly. That is very good of you, Chell. That's correct.
You
If you try to look here at the, what do you call this? This should be third group pala here. If you try to look at the second figure, if you try to look at the position of the given figure, which is like the circle with a, which are separated or divided inside, it looks like this. It's like a diamond, right? So you have to follow that kind of pattern as well. So 1 here, and then you will have here and here also. And then next is here, and then finally here. If you count all of this is actually equal to 8. And if you try to mark this, I'm gonna use another color. This also looks like a diamond, right? So the one thing that is very important to consider in this kind of pattern is the placements of the objects inside, okay? You have to consider that. Also, another thing is the number of rows and number of columns that would also matter. It depends on the pattern, but you should always look at how are the objects are being placed in the groups or in this, for example, in this box. Okay, so that you will just follow the pattern because this is in the logical thinking part and you have to follow patterns as well. So that's very good of you, Chell. How about this one? Okay, this time this is numbers already. According to the pattern below, what is the number in the box? Do you guys, can you guys like see the numbers?
14.
14. Why? Why 14?
14?
Why 14? It's because, why do we have to put 14 there?
Because 7 plus 17.
7 plus?
7 plus 7.
Very good. It's 7 plus
7
7.
plus 7.
Very good. Because this is, the pattern here is that you have to add again the next consecutive numbers every row to get this number as well. For example, this is like this is 4 here in the center, right? these two consecutive numbers. That's why you got the 7 here. Here is like consecutive. You have to always put that at the first in each of the rows. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next is the sum of the two consecutive numbers on the previous row. So for example, 3 plus 4, this is 7. As well as here, 3 plus 4 or 4 plus 3, that is 7 also. And then put again the number of the row. So this is the fourth one. That's why you have the 4. Next is the same. So here you have the 5 and then you added this 2 to get the 11. And the same with here to get the 11 because you put the 4 there. Now, to get the value here, all you have to do is to add this one at the center also the same. So 7 plus 7, that is 14. That's why the value here should be 14. Okay, very good, everyone. How about this next question? All right, we are now in the arithmetic part. All right, so how or what is the value of 2 plus 8?
24.
3 plus
24.
4. Very good. Okay, that was so fast of you guys. All right, how do we add numbers here if this is your expression? You can do a long addition also if you are very good at that. But if you want to get or if you want to solve it easier, you can do a grouping as well if you are comfortable with that. So you can group two numbers first and then find their sum. So for example, this one, 2 plus 8, that is 10, right? So you can have that. And then next is you also can add the other group that we put in the parentheses. So 3 plus 7, that is another 10. So now you can just copy the plus sign here and then just copy the rest of the number that we didn't group, which is the 4. So now it's easier for you to add all of these numbers, right? Because 10 plus 10, that is 20, plus 4, that is 24. So you can also solve it like that. How about number 8? Okay, how about number 8? What do you think is the answer for this one? This time, this is addition
19.
and subtraction. 19. Okay, let's try to see if that is the correct answer. Okay, so remember that if there is addition and subtraction that exists in the same or in one expression or one mathematical sentence, you have to combine the numbers that have the same sign and then subtract their sum to the numbers that has different sign. For example, in this expression, 17 and 9 are both positive, right? They are both positive numbers. That's why we will group them together. We will group them together. So 17 plus 9, that is how much is that? 26. Okay. Yeah, 26 minus 7. Right? Am I correct? This is 17 plus 9. So this is 15, 16. Yeah, 26. So this is 26 minus the 7. Why did we minus the 7 again? Because your 7 here is actually a negative number. So you have to minus that. 26 minus 7, or you can have it like this. 26 minus 7, which is equal to, so we have to borrow 1 from the 2. This will become a 1 already, and the 6 will become 16. So 16 minus 7, that is 9. And then bring down the 1, and that gives you now the final answer, which is 19. Very good, everyone. Okay, how about this next question? Okay, number 9. If B is a one-digit number, what is the value of B if the equation below is correct? Okay, you have B plus 5 equals 13. It means what number should we add to 5 to get a value of 13, right? In this one, actually, yes, that's very good. This is very easy because the value is very small. So you can put the 8 here because 8 plus 5 is actually 13, which is correct. But also, there's like a proper way to solve this one as well, that you can use if the values given are bigger. Here, if there's a missing term or missing number in the left side of the equal sign, which is this side here, and there's a result or answer already here, all you have to do is to do A or to have or to solve it backwards, wherein you will start from the answer. So copy the 13. Copy all these numbers here at the left side. So you only have 5, right? And then put the equal sign. Now, the only thing that will change since you started or you solve it backwards is the sign of the numbers on the left side. Kindly mute your microphones, everyone. Okay, so therefore, the 5 now, instead of having a plus sign, this will now become a minus. And whatever the answer here would be the value of your B. Okay, if this was minus here, then here it will become a plus. All right, you have to change the sign into its opposite. So now you can perform the operation. 13 minus 5, that is 8. So therefore, the value of your B should be an 8. And if you try to check if that is correct, right? As we answered earlier. If you put 8 here in the box and solve this original equation, you will get the correct answer. So you can also solve it like that, okay? Do a reverse solution or back solving. You have to start from the answer, copy the number in the left side, but you have to change the sign. This is very helpful, especially if the givens are quite bigger for you to solve it easier. Okay, very good. How about number 10? This one. This is very easy. I know you guys can solve this. Find the value of 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. What could be the answer for this one? It's
10.
10. Very good. What is the other way to solve this aside from addition? You can do multiplication. If you are familiar already with the basic multiplication, if a number is being repeated in a certain amount, you can actually multiply that, right? For example, all of the numbers here is the same. It's just being repeated continually. So you have how many 2 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means that you have to multiply the 2 5 times because it appeared here 5 times as well. So you will get an answer of 10. The same with addition. Of course, if you want addition, you can also do that. This is 4, this is 4, and then 4 plus 4, that's 8, plus 2, that is 10. So any way you want, you can solve it like that. Okay, that was not the answer. Okay, that was 10. Okay, how about number 11? Find the value of 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. What do you think is the answer for this one? Okay, this one, the numbers also are being repeated.
13.
Okay, 2 numbers are constantly being repeated. And then you have this one here. So you can actually solve this. You can actually solve this. Yes, very good. You can actually solve this or add them by pair. So this one, this is a 4. Right? This is a 4, this is a 4, and this is also a 4. So if you add this 3 4s, you have 4 plus 4, that is 8, plus 4, that is 12, plus the 1, that is 13. Because 12 plus 1 is 13. Very good. Okay, how about this next number? Find the value of 7 plus 14 minus 7. What do you think is the answer?
14.
Yes, very good. The same. You have to, this is just actually 7 minus 7. You can leave the 14 alone. But if you want to do the standard way of solving this one, then you'll have to add all of the positive and then subtract the negative number. 7 plus 14, that is 20. This is 21. So minus the 7, so you will get an answer of 14. So therefore, the correct answer is 14. Or if you, as you can see, 7, positive 7 and a negative 7. If you subtract the 2, that will be a 0 already. So that would left you that 14. Yes, very good. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, how about 13? Number 13. For the number theory part already. Okay, fill the lines with plus and minus to make the equation below correct. You have to write down the complete equation in here. Okay. Okay. So our equation is 1
2 minus 3 plus 5.
plus 5. Very good. Okay. So how do we answer this one methodically? Wherein you have to follow a step. You can actually like do a trial and error. That is fine. But if you want to do this and you have, if you want to get the answer as quick as possible, you can do a step-by-step process. The first step,
3.
yes. Okay. The first step is you have to assume addition. What do you mean when you say assume addition? You have to put plus in every number first. Okay. If you add all of this, how much would this become? This is 1 plus 2, that is 3 plus 3, that is 6 plus 5, that is 11. Very good. So you have 11. Next step is you have to subtract the 2 answers that we got. So you have the 11 when you assume addition and the final answer, which is the 5. So subtract the 2. Okay. 11 minus 5 is how much? If you subtract that, that is 6, right? Yes, very good. Very good. Is this one? Yeah, I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. So you have 6. Next step is divide the 6 into 2. That's part of the formula. Okay, you have to divide the 6 into 2, the answer that you got, into 2. That is going to be a 3 because 6 divided by 2, it's not a division. Okay, divided by 2 is equal to 3. Now, what does the 3 means? The answer that we got, which is 3, means. That means that the 3 or the number 3 in the equation here above should have the minus or the negative sign. And if you try to check, there's a number 3 here, right? This one, this is a number 3. So it means that this number 3 right here should have the negative or the minus sign. So which means also that the rest would be a positive. So this is a plus here and then another plus here. So you can do a step like that if you want to copy this one. So if you try to check this, let's see if this is correct. We have to combine the positives. So this is 1 plus 2, this is 3 plus the positive 5, so that is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5, right? So our answer is correct. So you can use also that method to solve this kind of question if you don't want the trial and error, especially if the numbers are bigger compared to this. Okay, very good, everyone. How about number 14? Let's see if you will also get this question. Okay, for number 14, you have fill the lines with plus again, or the same process as the one that we did. Yes, to make the equation
minus 4, minus 1.
Okay, so let's try to use our method earlier if it will also give us the correct answer here, okay? So again, assume addition, this will become 8 plus 4 plus 1, so that is 13. No. Yeah, that is 13 because 8 plus 4 is going to be 12 plus 1, that's 13. And then minus that with the final answer, which is 3, so you will get 10. 10 divided by 2. Okay, this one I also want to discuss this to you in case you don't know. Okay, 10 divided by 2, this is 5. Now you will like ask, teacher,
Minus 1.
yes, there is no number 5 in the equation. Where should I put the negative or the minus sign? You have to, if there's no certain number as the answer that we got, you have to look for the numbers here that would give you a sum of 5. So what numbers are those here in the equation? You have the 4 and 1, because 4 and 1, if you add the two numbers, that would give you an answer of 5. So meaning, these two numbers here, that the numbers that if you add them to each other, it will give you a sum of this number that we got, which is 5. If you add these two, that will give you an answer of 5, right? So it means, since we don't have a certain number here that is exactly 5, we will have, or we will make this two as our negative numbers. So this two would have the minus or the negative sign. So see, -4, -1. If you try to also check that, that is correct, because if you combine -4 and -1, that is -5. So 8 minus 5, that is 3, which is this correct or original answer, which is also true, right? So that is also one thing that you can consider in solving this kind of question. Very good, everyone. Okay, how about this? Tom has 4 candies, Mary has 7 candies, and John has 6 candies. Determine the sum of their candies if it's an odd or an even. So this one, you don't need to actually...
Odd.
Yes.
Odd.
Okay, very good. Yeah.
Odd.
This one, you don't have to actually solve this
Even when
one.
odd, so odd.
Very good. All you have to do is to determine what kind of numbers are these numbers being stated here, right? You have 4, you have 7, the next one is 6. So 4 is what kind of number? This is even, right? Even. How about the 7? This is an odd. And then lastly, you have the 6, which is also an even number. Now, if you are familiar with the rule in this one, even plus add, what answer will you get? Even plus add. You will get, when you add, very good. That is correct. Odd. When you add an even and an odd number, you will get odd also. So add plus another even. What would be the answer? What would be the answer? Add plus even, because this is odd, this two is odd, and then plus another even. The answer would be odd. Very good. That's odd, because that is just the same here. They are just being like interchanged in terms of like the order, but that's just the same, odd and even. So odd and even will always be odd. The rule is even plus even is equal to even, right? Add plus add is equal to even. And then even plus add is equal to odd. And then add plus even is equal to odd. The only two choices that will give you an even answer is the even plus even and then the odd plus odd. Okay, you also have to remember that. So therefore, the answer here is going to be an odd, not even. Okay, very good, everyone. How about this next question? Okay, a duck has 2 legs. How many legs do 4 ducks have? Okay, when you say a duck, it means one duck. Very good. One duck is equal to 2 legs. If there are 4 ducks here, so 4 ducks, imagine if you have 4 ducks, so you will have legs, 2, 3, 4. This is your number of legs, okay? And then this is like the duck. So basically, you can just multiply this 4 into 2, which is equal to how many?
4 to 8.
Yes, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 plus 2, that's 4. 4 plus 2, that's 6. 6 plus 2, that is 8. So you can actually do it like that as well. Very good. Or directly multiply. 2 legs times 4 ducks, because one duck has 2 legs. So that is 8. Okay, how about this one? According to the pattern shown below, what is the number in the space provided? So your numbers here are 2, 5, 8, 11.
14.
What is the pattern? What do you think is the pattern?
3. 3.
Adding with? adding with 3. Very good. The difference, if you try to subtract the first two consecutive numbers, their difference is 3, which is also the same with 8 and 5, because 8 minus 5, that is also 3. 11 minus 8, that is also 3, which means that if you start from here, 2 plus 3, that is 5. 5 plus 3, that is 8. 8 plus 3, that is 11. So if that is the case, then you just have to add 3 to 11 to get the next number, and it's 14. So that's why the number here should be a 14. Very good, everyone. Okay, how about this next question? Okay, how about number 18? For number 18, you have, according to the pattern shown below, what is the number in the space provided? So you have 17, 15, 13, 11, and blank. So this pattern is, what do you call this? This is descending. Yes, very good. That is correct. This is descending because it starts from the bigger number and it went down, which means that in comparison to the previous question, we were adding there. Here we have to subtract, right? Because this is, you have to constantly subtract 2 here. 17 minus 2, that is 15. 15 minus 2, that is 13. 13 minus 2, that is 11. So if that is your pattern, then after 11, if you minus that with 2, you will get an answer of 9. So therefore, you have to put the 9 here on the blank. Very good, everyone. Okay, how about this next question? Okay, we're now in the geometry part. Let's just finish until until 20, and I'm gonna give you a short break, okay? So for number 19, how many squares are there in the figure below? How many squares? 5. Where are those 5? This is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Yes, there are 5 small squares in this figure. Very good, everyone. Okay, how about this? Okay, how about this one? This one here, I'm sorry for the drawing. There should be, wait, here, there should be like a line here that would divide this. 4. Okay, 4. Why 4? Where are those 4? Here, right? If you try to observe this one, at least how many cubes do we have here? This is your first cube. Second is the one under it. Third is this one in front. And the fourth one is this one beside the number 3. So very good. That is correct. There are at least 4 cubes that you can see in this figure. Very good, everyone. Okay. So for now, since we're done with the number 20, we'll have to have a short break first. I'll give you 10-minute break so that you can rest or drink your water if you want. We will be back after 10 minutes. It's like, yeah, it's like 27. 2:27 or 3:27, depending on what time you are in your country. After 10 minutes. Okay, so your 10 minutes starts now. Go ahead, you can take your short break. You can turn off your camera as well if you want.
Where's the teacher? Hello, teacher.
Where is the teachers?
Hi. We are having our break time right now. So you can take a break. We will resume or we will continue our discussion after 10 minutes. So you can relax for a bit so that you can rest for a while, okay? Make sure to be back after 10 minutes. So don't leave the meeting, all right? Thank you, everyone. All right. Hello again, everyone. Your teacher Belle is here again. And since your break time is already done, now we have to continue and resume our discussions, okay? Since as what I've said earlier, this is going to be a 30 question exam or a test. Which means that we have to answer 9 more questions. Okay, so to start the 9 questions, let's have number 21. Okay, we are in the geometry part. So I hope everyone is back on their seats already. Okay, there you go. Very good, everyone. All right, so for number 21, you have here how many sides are there in the polygon below. So when you say sides, it's like this. This part is one side, another part is this, and so on. So all we have to do is to count how many sides are here or are there in this figure. Okay, so let's try to do that. This is your first one. So 1, 2, this one here, you have 3, that side, 4, so for the side, 5 for this side, 6, number 6 for this side, and then finally you have the 7th one, which is this last side here, this side. So therefore, there are actually 7 sides in this polygon. And do you know what is a polygon? What do you call a polygon that has 7 sides? It is a heptagon. In case you don't know or if you're wondering, the term or the name for a polygon that has 7 sides, that is a heptagon. Apologies, or I'm sorry if you hear loud noises in the background, okay? All right, so how about number 22? Let's try to answer this question. Let's see. Okay, number 22. Okay, there you go. Now, how many interior angles are or is there in this figure below? When you say interior angle again, where can you find the interior angle? It's the angles that you can form or you can find inside of the figure. So for example, in this figure, it should be located or can be found inside of this figure. How many? Yes. For example, this one. This is an angle. That part there. So you have to find the angles that are inside of the circle. I mean, not circle, inside of the figure rather. So let's try to locate them. This part here, this is an angle. So that's 1. That's 2. Yes, very good. This is 3 here. Another angle inside of the figure, okay? Because it says interior. So this is your 4th angle. And then this is your 5th angle rather. And this
I
one
can
is the
hear
5th
you.
one. You can't hear me? Everyone, can you hear me now? How about now? Okay, thank you so much. So again, these
I
are
can
the
hear you.
interior angles. The interior angles are the angles that are inside of the
I can
figure.
hear you.
So this one. Try to check your audio, please, because your other classmates can hear me. So I think you have to check your audio as well. For a while. Okay. All right. So I think my audio is fine. Okay, again, let's continue. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. This part here, this is another angle. So that's the 5th one. And the last one is this.
I can see the screen. All
right. So therefore, you have how many interior
I can
angles?
see the screen.
You have,
I can see the screen.
it's 22. Okay, you have
I can see the screen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I can
and
see the
8.
screen.
Which one is the 7th one?
I can see the screen. Teacher, I cannot see the
Yes.
screen.
Okay, let me share it again for a while.
Not again.
Yes, I'm gonna share the screen once more. Wait, give me like a minute. Okay, for a while, everyone. How about now? Can you see the screen or not?
I can see the screen now.
How about the others? Okay, very good. So again, we are answering number 22. All right, we are counting how many interior angles do we have here. Again, let's try to...
6 angles.
Yes, 6 angles. Very good. This one will have this here. Okay, you have 6. The 6 are actually this part. This. Why is it? Why did it went to number 22? We'll stay at number 22 for a while.
Is it triangle? Is it triangle?
It's not a triangle. For this one, yeah, well, I'm not sure, but let's go back to this one since we didn't finish it yet. So again, the angles, when you say interior angles, it should be an angle that can be found inside of the figure. For example, this. Okay, so this 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. This is your 4th one, okay. And then 5, and then lastly, you have the 6. When you say exterior, it should be the angle outside the figure also. If you are being asked for the exterior, but this time this is interior, so it means inside, okay? The word interior means inside also. So very good for that. How about number 23? Let's see. Okay, for number 23, according to the pattern shown below, what is the figure in the space provided? What do you think is the figure in the space provided?
I think it is a triangle.
What is the pattern? What is the pattern then? You have a circle, a square, a triangle. Circle, square, and very good. That is the pattern, right? Circle, a square, triangle. So here you have circle, square, triangle, and then another circle, square. So definitely the one here at the blank should be a triangle. Very good. That is correct because you have to follow that constant pattern that's being followed as well here on the previous set of figures or shapes. That's very good. Okay. How about number 24? Let's see. Okay. How about this one? How many hexagons are there in this set of shapes or figure? When you say hexagon, it's a six-sided polygon. So a polygon or a figure which has six sides. So we have to find those. How about this one? How many sides is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a hexagon. So you can put a check mark on that. We have to find 7. Wow. Okay. So let's try to find the other ones. We can find something that is similar to this, right? This one, this is quite similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's another check. So this 2, 1, 2. And then the next one is this one also. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The rest are different kind of polygons already. Since this one is a six-sided, so you have to find figures that is or that looks the same as this one. Okay, that looks the same or similar to this one. Of course, because the others that doesn't look the same, automatically it also means it's not a six-sided. For example, this one. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a pentagon. So it's a different. So therefore, as we check, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Six-sided polygon. So the correct answer for number 24 is 7. Right, Dula Serna? I can see you nodding. That's very good. Okay, how about number 25? Okay, for number 25, separate 9 circles into 3 equal groups. How many circles is or are there in each group? So how do you do that? First, you have to identify. Yes, you don't need to shout, everyone. You can say it calmly, okay? You don't need to shout. Okay, so for this one, the first thing or the first step that you can do is to identify how many circles do we have here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in total, you have 9 circles. You have a total of 9 circles. And you are told to group them by or to divide them into 3 equal groups. So how can you do that? Of course, to divide them equally, you have to divide the 9 with 3. So 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3, which means each group should have 3 circles, which is also correct because this is 3. So the first group, the second group with another 3 circle, and the third group with another 3 circle. So you have 3 groups already with equal number of circles. So that is correct. So the answer for this one is 3. There will be 3 circles in each of the group. Very good. Okay, how about number 26? According to the following numbers, how many even numbers are there in this set of numbers? How many even numbers do we have here? What are the even numbers again? Ah, very good. Okay, the even numbers are the numbers that can be divided by 2 equally without any remainder, right? So you have the 22, the 2, and the 16. What else? And the 30. So how many is this if you count their quantity, or how many are they here in the series of numbers? You have 1, 2, 3, the 16, and 4. So therefore, the correct answer for number 26 is 4. Very good, everyone. Okay, the rest are odd numbers already, right? The 13, the 11, and as well as the 19. Okay, how about number 27? Okay, how about this one? According to the following numbers, how many two-digit numbers are there in this set of numbers? Two digits. When you say two-digit number,
Five.
wow, very good. Numbers that has two digits in it, right? So let's try to locate them. You have 95, 55, 75, 78 rather, 51, and lastly you have that 25. So if you count all of them, you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So your answers are correct. It's gonna be 5. Very good. Okay, how about number 28? For number 28, what is the smallest three-digit number formed by digits 4, 3, and 9? What do you think is the answer for this one? What is the smallest?
349. 349.
Okay, 349. Very good. Because the question is, what is the smallest three-digit number formed by 4, 3, 9? So smallest, of course. So you have to arrange the number from the smallest also. The smallest number or digit should be placed in the first or in the hundreds place. So you have the 3, followed by the 4, and lastly you have the 9. So that you will get the smallest possible number. Therefore, the correct answer would be 349. 349. Because it's the smallest possible. So you just have to arrange them in order from the least number or digit to the largest. Very good. How about number 29? Okay, how about number 29? What is the largest one digit?
Nine.
Good. Okay, very good. That's correct. The largest one digit number is 9 because after 9, you have already 10. And 10 is a two-digit number already. So which means among all the other one-digit number, 9 is your largest, right? Okay. Okay. Wait. For the number 30, I'm gonna share the screen for a while. Here's the number 30. Okay. For a while. For your number 30 question, here it goes. Wait. Gonna share the screen for a while. Give me like a minute. Okay. I'm gonna be back.
Happened.
I just want to share something on the screen for a while. Oh, wait.
Are we done?
Can you guys see the screen? Everyone?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, very good. So for the number 30, as you can see here, you have arranging the following numbers in ascending order. So ascending order, which means from the smallest to the largest, right? Because it's going up, ascending. Find the smallest or find the value of the smallest number. What is our smallest number here? between
51. 51.
Very good. Okay, it's 51. Because if you arrange these numbers from the smallest to the greatest, you will start with 51, 55, 56, 65, and then you have 55 next. The next one would be 56. The next number would be 65. 65, and then lastly you will have the 98. Okay, very good. So therefore, if you're asked to find the value of the smallest number that we have here is the 51. So your answer should be 51. Okay. So that's it for our HKIMO warm-up session. Do you have any questions, everyone? I guess all of you answered it correctly and you guys understood the question. So that's very good. Are you guys ready for the competition? Are you guys ready?
Yes, yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Go get that medal, okay? You have to get a gold.
I
Right?
want it gold. I really want it gold.
Okay. Very good, everyone. So before
Teacher Bell.
yes, what is it? You have a
Is
question?
next week the competition? Yeah. Yes. This.
Yes. Whoever
That is
asked
the
for the
competition.
competition will happen next week, August 28th.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so I think your schedule would be like morning or afternoon. I'm not sure. Just make sure to check your emails because the login details for your exam will definitely be sent to your email. So tell your parents or guardians regarding that so you won't miss the schedule for your exam or competition. Okay? I wish you guys all the best and I hope you will get the gold. All of you who are here on the session. Okay? Thank you so much. But before you leave the class, can we
27, Miss.
open our cameras so that I can take a picture?
Boing.
How about this other kids here? Can you try to open your cameras, everyone, so that we can take a picture? I can see you guys smiling already. Let's wait for them. Like Jacob, Chloe, Xavier, are you guys there? I hope you can turn on your camera so that we can take a picture of you. This is like a large class.
Excuse me, Teacher Bella. Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
The video cameras didn't work.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna take a picture right now. In 1, 2, 3, can you take a pose?
I can't hear you.
Okay, if you don't have, I'm sorry, the mic is muted. Okay, if you don't have any questions, then you can leave the meeting now. I already took your pictures, so I have a record of that.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Bye, teacher. Bye.
Good luck in your exam, everyone. Goodbye.
Teacher.
Yes.
Bye, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Bye. Goodbye. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. You can leave the meeting now. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good luck in your exam. Good luck in your competition. Goodbye, everyone. You can leave the meeting now. Go ahead. You can leave the Zoom. Bye-bye.
Apa sendiri nih? Mau di screenshot nggak bisa ya? Screenshotnya gimana? Oh ini ya.
Bye bye everyone. Go ahead, you can leave the meeting now.
Gimana?